Harriet's taking these down to the church. It's the order of service. But I wanted you to have a look before the funeral. Is this the first time you've been in this place since?
I was going to ask you to put some posters up about Amelia, but...
Yeah. We're not going to have any customers in here for a while yet.
Just so as you know, the press is still outside the village hall.
Well, when they see the funeral, they might start asking about Jerry.
They're here for Amelia.
I've asked them to keep a respectful distance.
Doug says Jerry's eulogy's really coming along.
Oh, I'm bricking it.
Most people go off the food when they're nervous. I'll see you out, Harriet.
Look, I've been thinking about this money you're offering.
Well, I didn't get what I wanted for the car, but I do have a plan B. I mean, doing this one good deed is the only thing that's keeping me going.
Why don't I come with you?
No. You gather yourself. You practice the eulogy. You're on first, you know. I'll meet you all in church.
Sarah, your brother's in there on his own. It's not fair you making me chase you down the street.
Are you not scared of what these police and journalists walking about? They'd love to know what you've done.
Excuse me, just go to school.
What, so Joe can come round? I don't want him in the house.
Okay. Please, I swear if you make any noise at all, I'll be sick. Okay, go on. Speak.
I've dropped Johnny and Moses at nursery.
Oh, just the idea of the smell of them.
Do you even remember what you did yesterday?
Why do you think I'm like this? What if I went to see Ryan, babe? And explained, you know, that I was beyond drunk when I left that message.
They don't strike me as the kind of family that'd get that.
Not angry alcoholics like mine, eh?
Would you be apologising to make yourself feel better or him?
Me first, obviously, and then him. I don't know, babe. All I know is that I feel really guilty about this.
I'll get it.
Might be him.
Copper to see you. Do you want me to stay?
No, babe, but would you deal with the funeral tea? Because I'm not exactly match fit right now.
No problem.
Wow, no complaints.
Have you told your family about Ryan yet? Maybe you want to speak to them for support, because the DNA test result shows Bales is his father.
Any word from your family? Your mum?
Nothing. Still don't know what to do.
So you drop off Jack and then 10 minutes back in and here he is.
Sarah, why aren't you at school?
You feeling ill?
Like you care.
You've been watching the house.
Sarah, come back here, please.
Oh, what? What, you'll do the same as you did to Ross? What if everybody finds out?
Do the DNA test again and keep doing it until you come up with a different answer.
We were pretty sure he was Ryan's father.
Not for real, we weren't.
They can get him in court and finish him. That's what you wanted.
Yeah, and now I keep thinking about that poor lad having to listen to every vile detail about how he came about. He's my son, he won't be able to look at me. And I blame you lot for this.
You've been very let down, I know.
I mean, where were you when I needed you? Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. It was just a bunch of lifestyle choices, wasn't it?
The DNA may be enough to prosecute by itself, but we'd be much better off in court with you as a witness. None of this is your fault.
How kind. Do you want to stay for a drink?
It's not Ryan's fault either. It'd be better for both of you.
I'm not going to court!
If you stood together when it comes to it. Thank you.
Do you think I was wrong? You know, to bring the dog?
I'll find out when she pees on you. It's a funeral.
Oi, come on. Jerry would have found it funny.
Do you think Doug's broken down?
Certainly hope not. It's got my wheels. Where is this? This is no time for car talk. He's terrified of court tomorrow. Might he have done a runner?
You were with him last. Where did he say he was going?
No idea. It's not on this. Doug being late.
I can't bear him being in there. If it gets too much for you, you just go.
I'm so sorry. Got held up. What happened? I was in your room, leaving what we discussed. You dropped the eulogy on the floor.
Thanks, everyone.
I'm so sorry.
Seems we've started in a very Jerry way. But we're all here now, and that's what matters. What can we say about Jerry? He had a lovable and honest soul. And a special knack for dog training. No, maybe not.
Oh, Megan, you ditzy.
Oh.
Help!
His life was far too short. And none of us really know what his religious beliefs were, but those of us with faith believe God is always watching, is taking care of Jerry now and giving comfort to those left behind.
Sorry, I need to go.
Terry, I was just going to ask you to...
I know, and I can't. I was never even there for the lad. I can't do it. It's too painful. I just want to miss him on my own for a bit and grieve and say sorry, more private, you know. Doug will do it. He was much closer than me anyway. I'm sorry. I'm just too upset. Go on, Doug. Do it for Jerry.
You're a right pain in the bum, Douglas. That was a regular comment at Jerry's. And I am. Dan will tell you that. And his death will be on my conscience forever. But when I think of him now, I think of this unique, daft, lovely lad. I can't begin to tell you how much I'll miss him.
I'm still stuck in this toilet if anyone's interested.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Is Megan in here? Well, have you seen her at all?
No.
Well, if you do, just tell her I'm looking for her, will you?
No problem.
And maybe a game of darts later? I mean, loser donates to a good cause in Jerry's name.
You're on.
Somebody please lead the way.
Have you been at my buffet?
I don't do buffet.
Right, thanks for doing this. I just don't think I can face her rollicking me for about 3 hours while I try and get her out. Tell her she can have a drink on the house.
I will. As soon as I finish mine.
It's you! Oi! That's from Jerry's funeral tea.
Well, he's not going to know, is he?
Are you asking for a fight?
Yes. And be careful, because I do not discriminate against pregnant women during a punch-up.
What the hell happened to you
I
yesterday?
got absolutely bladdered, as you well know. You and me used to do that kind of thing, remember, before you got knocked up and perfect.
Only there was some kid asking for you outside like he knew you. And thank God he didn't find you, actually, because he looked vulnerable, and 2 minutes with you might have finished him off.
If you're looking for that comic, it's not in there. You thought I was on my way to the creme.
That comic is the last thing I'll have of him.
I wouldn't worry. He didn't think much of you.
I want it.
Will I see you at the pub for the wake?
We both know you're going to do a runner.
As long as nobody else does.
This is the money in the ring.
Mine. Now. Kindred spirits, me and you, I think. We've both got things we prefer to keep hidden. Oh!
After all they've done for you.
What are you gonna do? Finish me?
What, is that an invitation?
I don't know. Did your family ask to be killed? Time's of the essence, son. Because if someone pops back, we're both in a pickle. All I care about...
I want that comic.
And I can see your boy used to getting his own way.
Did you even know, Jerry?
Did you kill your family?
You're a very stupid man.
Not too stupid to use the internet. Your tragic accident.
It was.
So, Jerry was such a good mate of yours. How come he's making out you caused it? That's a cruel kind of banter, even for young men of today. I'm going now.
No, you're not.
What I've done, what I've got in here, I reckon it'll get me 18 months. How about you? I hid that comic in the middle of nowhere, and it'll rot away quite happily, unless you give me a reason to dig it up.
Nobody saw me come in.
And I can go if you want. I hate this. It's the same with Sarah. I can't bear it when you won't speak to me. Please, Mum.
Baby, no, I love you, don't you? And sometimes I am such a rubbish mum, and I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I'm sorry.
No. Babe, this isn't about you. It's me. My life. But whatever happens or gets said, I love you and I'm trying my best. Even when I'm being useless or giving you a hard time about Joe. Okay. Well, okay. That's it.
Where is she?
Fetched Jack early from school, took him to Sam and Lydia.
Do you know how many times I've heard her crying about Ross? Loads.
Maybe if you stop sticking the knife in, she can move on.
She hates herself. That is why she got back with you. Nobody's ever treated her worse than you did.
Your mum and I can forgive.
You called her a prostitute. You treated her like dirt, and that is all she thinks she deserves because of what happened to Ross. You hurt my mum and you're hurting me now, and if I get ill again and die because of you...
Sarah.
No, I'll never accept you be with my mum. Why wouldn't you just leave us alone? Please, please just leave us alone.
Ah. Some of the silver is missing. Valerie's cruet sets.
I hope Terry isn't attacked and dead upstairs.
I doubt it somehow.
Doug, you all right? Is he there?
He's gone. With stuff from the room. Kettle and that.
Don't understand.
I do. We've been had. Doug, good-looking coat. You are a very decent fella. What else has he got?
Well, there wasn't much else to take.
Thanks to you.
How was I to know he were a thief?
Look, I'll ring the police and well, you get us a drink.
Of what?
You two head off home. Me and Diane, we'll deal with things here.
You had better.
And don't say anything. We don't want everybody to know yet. Just let's let Jerry have his moment, please.
You're enjoying every second of this, aren't you?
Well, we have had better times together. Frank was looking for you earlier. I said I hadn't seen you. I'd heard you, but I hadn't seen you, so no lies.
Stay away from him.
Is that a threat?
No. Just one adult appealing to another.
What we had together.
Meant nothing.
Then why behave like a teenager? You got stuck, I got you out. I'm not playing games.
I love him, Graham. I don't want to hurt him.
Shouldn't we leave that for the police?
A child has gone missing. Do you really think they're going to be interested in a thief and a couple of idiots?
I still don't understand why he'd vandalised the place.
When he left you such a lovely note.
Well, at least he was bothered I might be put in prison.
You should have gone after him when he ran out the church, but you couldn't get in that pulpit quick enough.
Somebody had to speak for Jerry.
And while you were pontificating for the crowd, that creature was stealing my engagement ring from Jack.
What?
I forgot to put it back on after I'd washed up that man's plates. Because I'm frazzled with worry about this place and you, and now... Well, now I've got one less thing to worry about because he's taken it. Perhaps I should send him a thank you note. Oh, an email arrived from a car buying company. Please tell me it's spam.
I sold my car and I gave him the money as compensation for Jerry. Plus, my dad's war medals. You don't even seem shocked.
Nothing surprises me anymore. The fact that you didn't even discuss these things with me or ask me. Over and over again you go your own way, Doug, and each time it ends in disaster. You're quite a catch.
Please don't ask me through. I can't do it. Just tell me. I'm worried about my kids. Me and all. Sorry. Yeah, me too. She's not happy either, and I'm not helping her.
Have you rung Ryan?
That boy's got a good life, hasn't he? You said it. No drunks and vagabonds like my side. Just said he was here yesterday.
At the pub?
And I could have told her that he was mine, but I didn't. Because I don't know anyone like him. And he knows nobody like me. So it's probably better that it just stays that way.
This is for the police, what we think's been stolen. What shall I say about the car, though, Doug? Was it stolen or just plain given away?
Do you never stop?
I'll be working now till I'm 90.
Well, so will the rest of us.
Oh, Eric's always had something salted away for a rainy day. What have I got? You.
Well, let's hope I get sent to prison, and then you can have a break.
Doug, I had a business and a good reputation.
And you had Jack Sugden, and you had his ring, and you looked after his kids, and then I came along.
Jerry had a life till you came along.
You've been wanting to say that right from the start, haven't you?
I didn't mean it.
Go, Diane. I'm better off on my own. Too much has been said, love. You go home.
Still to come tonight, we've our first visit to the Cobbles next, and the truth is out. Then we're exploring with Ben Fogel, trying out some freediving in beautiful Cornwall. Countrywise Guide to Britain is at 8. Then the past comes back to haunt Riggs in all-new Lethal Weapon at 9.